So, I'm Sean Butner. This is Start Your Morning with the High Performance Coach. And today we're going to talk about taking these mini breaks during your day so that you feel fully vibrant, fully joyful, fully connected to what you're doing day to day. Because when we don't have that, that's when we start to feel a little bit miserable. That's when things start to drag on a bit. That's when we start to really disconnect what's going on day to day, and that can impact our relationships. It can impact our careers. If we're consistently disengaging, maybe we're not having that edge at work that gets us promoted or wins us those clients that we desperately need, or not desperately need, but just would like to grow the company even. In our relationships, if we're consistently not feeling connected to the joy that we can bring each day, our relationships suffer because we're grumpy. We're not in our best spaces. We're unable to get into the best space when you're already depleted and exhausted from the day. So maybe you snap at your family members. Maybe you disengage from them. So you're not really building that intimacy and connection we all crave with each other. So this is why this is really an important thing to figure out. And it's something, as a high performance coach, I'm consistently reminding my clients to find every day. And even myself, I've had long bouts of time when I knew that this was a problem and I didn't do it, especially when I was working 2 jobs, essentially, running my coaching practice, commuting to my job at Apple, which is 2.5 hours each way. It was nuts. So by the time I got home, I was always extremely exhausted. My girlfriend and my wife would get the worst energy. I wouldn't just need some time to be quiet. And as an introvert, that quiet space was very, very key for my end of day recovery. But there was another level. And when I figured out how to gracefully transition into work, out of work, and between tasks, that's when things really changed. And what do I mean by transition? Well, there's 3 different times that I think that are big buckets of when we should take little breaks to slow things down, to reflect on what we've learned, to set intentions for how we want to feel in the next thing. Just kind of brings our presence more into our day. And if you can do this with discipline every day, that sense of connection and joy is uncovered. It's unleashed. You're able to feel like you're living your life, that you're making progress, that you can celebrate all those wins and all the great works that you've done, because sometimes when you're in the hustle and bustle, you just kind of forget. So we need to celebrate. We need to honor our successes. We need to honor our struggles. It's not all about being super optimistic and focusing on what's going good, but sometimes it's man, I had a really rough day, but right now, today, what's going to happen, or in this particular moment, I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to get in and connect with my friends. So the 3 areas where I think transitions really, really can benefit you are, number 1 is on your way to and from work, or your work day. I know on Instagram this is backwards. So when you're back in 2019, when you drive to work or drive home from work, what are you doing to get your head right and your heart right for what's going to happen? So on the way to work, are you asking where am I going to get tripped up? Where might I have struggles? How am I going to overcome them? What am I looking forward to today? What am I really going to get out there and crush? On the way home, it could be, okay, what did I learn today? And how do I want to greet my spouse, my wife? How do I want to greet my friends when I meet up with them? That kind of stuff. And in today's world, a lot of people are working at home. So if you still have that commute, or have gotten back to that commute, you have that zone kind of built in, and it's kind of mechanical. You get in the car, you're driving, you get out of the car, you're back home, or you're at work. If you work from home, it's extra important to really feel the day, get ready in the morning, maybe go for a walk to simulate that commute where you're walking to your, workspace in your head, and then take a walk when you're done with work to kind of get back into the home zone, and just take a moment to collect your thoughts. So, again, the first point of transitions is, when you are going to or from work. The second thing to do is there's between tasks, right? So if you're at work, or you work from home, or you don't work at all and you're doing whatever it is, watching the kids, you're hanging out, you're a student, whatever it might be, there's so many different options. How you transition between tasks, between projects, between different things can really, really impact how you feel the day. So as a high performance coach, we're constantly talking about like running things in 1 hour blocks. And after an hour, you want to take a little break where you either like take 2 minutes, just close your eyes and rest your eyes if you've been staring at a computer for so long, because your eyes can get kind of tired. Or doing some breath work, you just do some deep breaths, get some water, move around, stretch, all that kind of stuff. And it's a very simple concept, and so often my clients and even myself have really, I'm always surprised when I'm able to do this with huge amounts of discipline, that things are really, so much different for my productivity and for how I feel about the day. And again, you can take a moment to say, okay, like that meeting just happened. That was really intense. I'm going to let some of that go. And in this next meeting, I want to not even think about that and really bring my full presence and my energy to talk about this one topic or whatever that is. So before we get to the third point of transition, where you can have these little breaks to really connect more with your day, I want to let you know that this Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm doing Ask a Coach on Instagram, which allows you to kind of get some more tailored feedback or tailored coaching from me, right? Why would you want to do this? Well, maybe you're struggling with something going on in your life. Maybe you have a question on personal development, on something you're struggling with, on just being someone that had worked in tech for 13 years, 14 years, maybe 15 years, for a while, or anything else going on in your life, and you're like, man, I think the coach might be able to help me, or a different perspective might help me kind of shake it up so I can make progress here. That's what I wanted to do for you guys, so that we have a bit more of kind of a connection and more of a community. So Joseph, I see that you're here. I just want to say, hey man. And Josiah too, I see that you're here. If you're interested in that, you can either DM me on Instagram, or if you go to SeanButner.com/links, you'll see a forum where we can actually go live. Or you can, like I said, you can DM me. I'll send you that link too. But if you or you're struggling with something and you need a little extra help, maybe a different idea, let me know, and we'll do this live on Friday for you, so to get your question answered. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to share this with you guys, so check it out. And, okay, third transition that I think is pretty built into the day, where it's really good to have these little breaks where you can connect with the day again and really start to feel how, the progress of the day is during meals, right? So, breakfast, lunch, dinner, when you go into the meal and out of the meal, that's another great opportunity to take a little moment to be thankful, to slow down the day, to really feel all the accomplishments, to really think through some of the struggles, and hey, you survived that, and good on you for that. So, again, the 3 transition points are to and from work, in between tasks, and then between whatever and meals. So I hope you found this helpful, guys. Comment below what you really loved, and if you have any other questions. And again, of course, DM me or go to SeanButner.com/links to qualify or ask a question on Friday to get live coached. I just completely lost all my words. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. On Friday, we're doing the Instagram coaching thing. Get signed up, ask your question. When you do the SeanButner.com/links, you'll get a form where you'll enter in some information. You get asked 4 questions to help you kind of zero in on what the question is. It also allows me to screen so that I can, if there's a lot of people, I can prioritize groups of questions, or, just kind of weed out people that are not going to take it seriously. So, okay, that's it, guys. I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning for another Start Your Morning with the Coach. And I'll, see you then. Take care.